Hi, welcome to Ask Marg, the monthly podcast series where you get to ask all your questions about construction and real estate sector, and we have senior officials at Marg Group answer your questions. In this episode, we have Mr. Oscar Braganza, Executive Director of Marg Group, answer your questions. Let's listen in. As someone who's very well versed in the real estate sector, what would be your piece of advice for someone who's looking at buying an apartment?
I think one of the things to consider at a pure numeric level is to look at the price of the apartment and see what is the proportion of land cost in the total price of the apartment. Now, the cost of construction of an apartment is something that one can assess quite objectively, and it doesn't differ dramatically from location to location. Even if one were to change the specs of a particular product, the price per square foot doesn't really differ dramatically between one product and another product. And therefore, what most consumers pay is really the difference, which is the price of land. Now, take a scenario where the land cost is, say, 10% of the price of the total property. Now, that would imply that the land cost is low and therefore has a huge upside possibility for appreciation. On the other hand, if you take properties which tend to be located in the city center or tend to be located in certain premium areas, and these areas tend to become premium by virtue of a number of factors, one would find that the land cost could be as high as 95% of the entire apartment cost. So here, what you are really paying, the cement and the steel and the taps and the wash basins and the tiling, all of them have a particular cost. The 95% is really notional cost. It's an eye of the beholder kind of cost. So if you're looking for appreciation, always look for a property where the proportion of land cost is low. You stand a much greater chance of having a good appreciation over time. And historically, if you look at properties which started off with a high proportion of land cost, they may appreciate, and I'm not saying they won't, they would appreciate. But if you look at a very long-term kind of time frame, if you look at a 10-year time frame or a 15-year time frame or a 20-year time frame, then you will begin to see that the rate of appreciation of such properties tends to flag over time, and some cases even decline, depending on what happens to the area or depending on the kind of development or the absence of development which takes place in those areas. So I think over time, over a long-term period, properties which a high land cost may appreciate but then stagnate or decline over a long period, have a low proportion of land cost, and you stand the greatest chance of having a property with high appreciation.